Coming up on In the City, we provide some safety tips on using space heaters during the winter season. Then an invasive aquatic plant in our rivers and streams is being removed by the Stormwater Department. Also, it takes a very special group of people to run our city schools. Meet one influential person in the first edition of Meet Your School Board. And we recap some of the activities and accomplishments of the city in 2012. All this and more coming up on In the City. Hello and welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm your host, Fadia Patterson. Are you keeping warm this winter by using any type of space heater? Here are some simple tips to keep safe while you're keeping warm.
The Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department would like to make sure that all the citizens are safe this winter season and during the cold months. And we know that a lot of people use space heaters as auxiliary heating units, and there's not a problem with that as long as that is done safely. And here are a few tips that we wanted to share with you to ensure that you use your heater safely. The first thing that we ask that you to do is make sure that your heater is UL listed or tested by the Underwriters Laboratory. The second thing we want to make sure that you do is please make sure that you have at least 3 feet between your heater and any combustibles in your house, whether it be furniture or drapes, anything like that. You have to maintain that 36 inches of clearance for your safety. Please do not use extension cords with heaters. The extension cords are not designed to pull that much of a load. The space heaters pull a tremendous amount of current and load through the units themselves, and most of the extension cords that we have found, people that have plugged into those heaters, are not designed for that kind of load. They wear down and break down very quickly, which can result in shorts and usually lead to fires. Anytime that you are not in a room that you are using your heater in, please turn that heater off and unplug it. Just because you think your heater is off, most of the time they have thermostats that are integrated into the units themselves, and they have been known to kick on by themselves. But if they're not plugged up, that should not pose a problem. Make sure that the unit has a tip-over switch or a safety switch. UL has made sure that all the heaters now are designed with that tip-over switch. Not all of the heaters that we have found are electrical heaters. We still find people that use kerosene heaters or fuel-fired heaters, and they're great auxiliary units as long as they're used safely. And a couple of things to keep in mind about kerosene heaters: if they have to be refueled, make sure that they cool down before you attempt to refuel them, and make sure that you take them outside to refuel them. And we want to keep the spills to a minimum, because that could create a fuel load in your home, and that's something that we don't want. Another safety concern to keep in mind with kerosene heaters: make sure that you have a working carbon monoxide detector. And that's just for your added safety. They're relatively cheap, easy to maintain, easy to use, and you can pick them up at many of the stores around town. Another thing that you want to do do this frequently throughout the season that you use the heater, but especially at the start of the cold season. Just give your heater a good visual check to make sure everything is okay. Make sure that it's clean from dust and debris that may have accumulated during the summer months or during storage. Make sure that your electrical cord is in good shape. Make sure that it is not frayed or bent. Make sure the insulation is covering the entire cord. And make sure it's secured to the unit itself. If you need more information, if you would like the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue to come and check your heater, give us a call at 893-1422. That is Fire Department Administration. And we will be happy to send someone out and give you some more tips if you need them, or check your unit.
The Stormwater Department has been addressing a problem with our rivers and streams for a while now. An invasive plant called parrot feather has been detected, and the department wants to remove it because it's restricting our waterways.
one of the things that the stormwater program does is we're tasked with making sure that our water quality is good, that all of our streams are not impaired, and we try to, make sure that the stormwater runoff in the city is clean when it enters the streams. We do visual stream assessments that it kind of helps us get an idea of what's going on in the streams beyond our sampling and our monitoring. It gives us the opportunity to walk every mile of the stream in the city and take note with the GPS unit of different problems that we see. And that could be erosion sites, trash dumping sites, but also gives us an opportunity recently to do biological assessments. And that's where we started seeing the invasive aquatic plant species. The parrot feather is a good example of a invasive aquatic plant species that we see in our waters. It used to be confined just to the Discovery Center, the wetlands at the Discovery Center, but recently on our assessments we've seen it in multiple streams in the city, the West Fork Stones River, the Middle Fork Stones River, and we're starting to see it a little bit in Lytle Creek. So this is definitely a problem that we want to address. They're bad because they crowd out native vegetation that's detrimental to ecosystem and detrimental to stream quality. Parrot feather is very aggressive. It'll form a mat, and that mat is very thick, and that mat can impede stream flow. For example, here in the wetlands, at one time this area was highly inundated with parrot feather, and it's currently getting treated, but it was so bad that you could observe the ducks couldn't swim freely through the wetlands. They had to actually get out and walk across the matting. And so in certain situations, you'll see this form of invasive plant really take over a stream channel. It's estimated by the Tennessee Exotic Pest and Plant Council that $2.6 million has been spent statewide to help with these efforts. So it definitely is a costly impact that these plants are having on our waterways. These invasive plant species, they're introduced to the local waters in many different ways, but one of the thoughts is that it could be coming in from aquatic gardens that are popular, koi ponds, this plant especially, but the parrot feather is a popular aquarium plant. And so it may be that it's entering the water by either dumping directly your fish tank into the stream, but a more indirect way is if, say, you dump the parrot feather in your backyard and you're close to a stormwater conveyance and a storm event comes, and the fragments wash into the conveyance and eventually make it to the stream. We begun treatment several years ago, and it appears to be working quite well. So it's not to say that it's not going to come back, but we need to be really aware of what we're putting in the way of our water bodies, and make sure that these invasive plant species don't end up back in our waters.
Rita Shacklett, director of the Linebaugh Public Library, tells us about some upcoming events and programs in January you definitely don't want to miss.
Hello, I'm Rita Shacklett, director of the Linebaugh Public Library System. Linebaugh Public Library is located at 105 West Vine Street. Our hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays, 1 to 6 p.m. Here are some upcoming events at the library that you and your family can enjoy.
Have a Nook, Kindle, or other e-reader device? Did you know that you can check out free ebooks from the public library? Reads, Tennessee's regional ebook and audiobook download system, has a wide selection of more than 25,000 ebooks and audiobooks to choose from. Check out the Read site or stop by one of our branches for more information on how to start downloading free books. Resolve to Read. The Adult Winter Reading Program will take place from January 28th through March 9th. Linebaugh Public Library challenges our patrons to read and review at least 6 books over 6 weeks. That's a book a week. Whether you enjoy fiction or nonfiction, print, audio, or ebooks, tell us what you're reading and what you think about it. Turn in at least 6 reviews by March 9th and earn a prize. You may sign up for the program at the circulation desk beginning Tuesday, January 22nd. The Rutherford Writers, Inc. will meet on Saturday, January 5th and 19th at 10 a.m. in the boardroom on the 2nd floor of the Linebaugh Public Library. All writers looking for help and insights into writing are invited to join. The Linebaugh Genealogy Group will meet on Thursday, January 24th at 1 p.m. in the Historical Research Room on the 2nd floor. The Seniors Group meets at MGL on the first Thursday of every month. There is also a Senior Citizens Game Day on the 4th Thursday of every month, and both events start at noon. MGL offers a story time exclusively for parents of children who are attending morning exercise programs on Thursdays at Patterson Center. The story time is on Thursdays at 9 a.m. GED classes are offered every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. MGL is offering a free structured basic computer skills class. The class is scheduled to be from 5 to 6 p.m. on the first Tuesday of every month. The annual Walter King Hoover Winter Reading Program begins Tuesday, January 22nd. Winter reading is just like summer reading, except that the programming is directed at adults. We'll have reading for prizes as well as events featuring local arts and music. Call or stop by Smyrna Library for more details. Smyrna writers will be meeting on Saturday, January 12th at noon for the program Blame the Book, a discussion of bad fiction and what we can learn from it. The January 26th meeting will be for peer review and discussion. The Romance and More Book Club will be meeting Saturday, January 18th at 10 a.m. at Smyrna Public Library. If you are interested in tracing your roots or need tips on conducting your own genealogy research, join one of our genealogy groups. The Smyrna group meets at 1 p.m. on Tuesdays to discuss genealogy and how to trace your family's history. The group is open to everyone from beginners to experts. Join us for our preschool story time at Eagleville Bicentennial Public Library on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. to hear wonderful stories and enter the magical world of books.
For more information about events at the library, please visit our website at linebaugh.org and follow us on Twitter at LINE Library.
One of the most influential persons in the Murfreesboro school system is Dr. Andy Brown. Dr. Brown was recently featured in the first edition of Meet Your School Board.
I decided to run for school board for several different reasons. First, I've benefited greatly from public education. My family, all of my children have been through public schools, and this was an opportunity to return some of the hard work that other individuals did that I benefited from. I'm also an advocate for children, and I'm concerned about the education of our children. I'm concerned about the future of our children, and it was a way to be involved in that. And then I'm also concerned about the teachers in our public schools today. Teachers perform very valuable service. It's very hard work. I'm not sure that they get the recognition and the praise that they deserve for the work that they do. So I want to, during my tenure, be sure that teachers feel that they're valued and that they want to continue teaching the youth of today. On a daily basis, I think I can be an advocate for public education. I can talk about the benefits of having a well-educated population. America's been a strong country for 236 years because we've had an informed citizenry. We have people who are intelligent enough to read, to make decisions on their own, and to question our government, our standards, our local government. So I think continuing that education for all children is very important. As a physician, I work with children on all issues regarding their health, mental, physical, emotional health. I was born in Dixon, Tennessee, but I actually grew up in Murfreesboro. My parents lived on Bell Street close to MTSU, had 2 brothers, 3 sisters as I was growing up, so large family, felt very comfortable there. I attended Reeves Rogers Elementary School, then Murfreesboro Central High School. After high school, received my BS and Master's in chemistry at MTSU, and then after that attended medical school at the University of Tennessee in Memphis. My family has always been a very close-knit group. It's been a group that has valued each other. We have always enjoyed learning. My parents were very good to the children in the fact that they gave us a lot of different experiences. They encouraged us to learn about the community that we lived in, to learn about history, to be interested in science and new technology. So I've benefited as a child, as an adult, from the desire to learn. I think that I am very detail-oriented. I try to look at situations from all sides. I realize that sometimes things are not as simple as they may seem to be. And again, I am concerned about the welfare of our children from all standpoints, from their physical, emotional, educational health. Murfreesboro is a very desirable place to live. I can remember when there were really no fast food restaurants in Murfreesboro. I can remember when the first McDonald's was built in Murfreesboro. I can remember when you could walk across Murfreesboro in 30 minutes. So to see the change that's occurred over Murfreesboro in the last 50 years is truly amazing. We are blessed by having a wonderful school system both in the city and the county. I think part of that is due to our relationship with MTSU. If you remember, MTSU started out as a teacher's college, and because of that, we had many outstanding individuals who came to Murfreesboro to become teachers, and then as they realized that Murfreesboro was such an excellent community, decided to stay here and help teach in our school systems. As with any new position, there is a very steep learning curve, and I think that I am still learning and will continue to learn during my tenure everything that I can about the operation of a school system. It's a very complex business. We have to discuss everything from the busing of students to tenure to policies, and it's just trying to be an informed member of the board that I'm focusing on now.
Becky Johnson, the Parks and Recreation Department's Marketing and Special Events Coordinator, stopped by to talk about some great activities coming up. Becky?
Hi, I'm Becky Johnson with the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. We have parks, greenways, and facilities all across the city with lots to offer. Here are some programs and events for you and your family.
Spring Racquetball League. Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation offers competitive racquetball for those players who've experience with the game. The league is separated into 3 divisions along with a separate women's league. Players wanting to get into our racquetball league may sign up throughout the month of February. For adults, the fee is $15 per player for league, and games will be held at Patterson Park Community Center. For more information, contact Ann Gilmore at 615-907-2251. Men's Adult Basketball League. Adult Men's Basketball League is designed for men who are 18 years of age and older. Each player will pay $4 or premium admission each night of play. Team signups are January 15th through February 15th, and space is limited, so get your team in. Games will be held in the evenings on Tuesday and Thursday nights at Patterson Park Community Center and Wednesdays at SportsCom. For more information, contact Ann Gilmore or Thomas Laird at 615-907-2251. Library Workshop, Making Mosaics. This program is a hands-on arts and craft activity for youth ages 8 through 12 with an adult and will be held at Lineball Library on January 12th from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon. The fee is $4 per participant. You may register at the library. For more information, contact Terry Womack at 867-7244.
For more information about these events and programs, please pick up our Rec Connection Program Guide, which may be found at any of our facilities, or visit us at murfreesborotn.gov/parks to download a copy. For other information or general questions, call us at 615-890-5333. Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department, dedicated to enhancing your quality of life.
2012 was a busy year for the city of Murfreesboro. Here's a recap of some of the activities and accomplishments. In January, Service Excellence is on the way to training nearly every city employee by June 30th. The city year-long celebration of Murfreesboro's 200th birthday continues. Community Development received the Audrey Nelson Award for Innovation. In February, the city's United Way campaign finishes as the 10th largest in Rutherford County. Cable TV produces a special on history of Maney Avenue businesses. Police begin new high-tech method to find missing children. Wastewater plant receives 99 on the T-deck inspection. In March, Water and Sewer hire Weston Engineering to assist in the study and acquisition of a customer information system. Amazon breaks ground on March 22nd. Chris Lilly is named IT Director. In April, engineering consultants reviewed for Bradyville Pike improvements. MFRD Honor Guard wins national competition. City receives first GFOA budget award. City manager starts Twitter account. In May, Eddie Smotherman is elected to council and Ron Washington and Toby Gilley are re-elected. Washington is named vice mayor. Rover proposes new route changes. Darren Gore named to succeed Joe Kirshner as director. In June, the new Kids Castle reopens. The process to hire engineers to design the Cherry Lane extension begins. Detectives move into new quarters on South Rutherford Boulevard. Spring Fling revenue increases 25%, and new public safety radios are purchased. In July, city bans fireworks in response to drought. State Farm awards a grant to fire and rescue for a water rescue boat. City's population certified at 109,031. Homeless Task Force discusses panhandling. And Maney Avenue is completed. In August, first meetings held on the creation of a one-stop shop for better serving the needs of small and large projects. Council considers and adopts the CIP. Public hearing on airport layout plan. TSSAA approves a 4-year extension to keep spring fling and basketball here in Murfreesboro. In September, IT launches credit card payments to Water Department and Court. Amazon opens 1.2 million square foot distribution center. New streets at Amazon named after former mayors Westbrooks and Reeves. October. Western Engineering is hired to assist in selecting replacement software for the accounting, human resources, and other activities. First discussions on a Citizens Academy. Rutherford ranks 3rd in nation for job growth. Veterans Parkway Bridge completed. November, a team of public safety and technology experts begin the study of a new radio infrastructure for Murfreesboro. Redesign of the city's website begins. STAR's first recipient from solid waste. City receives $500,000 grant for indoor tennis complex to be developed with MTSU. December, 5 proposal to assist with locating a new West Side Park. City Core Overlay District created. Repurified tank completed. Linda Berta is back to tell us about some upcoming classes, trips, dances, and other programs being offered by the St. Clair Street Senior Center.
Hi, I'm Linda Burt. If you're a senior in Murfreesboro, we'd love for you to come and check out the St. Clair Street Senior Center. There's always something happening at St. Clair, all with you in mind. Here are just some of the activities we have coming up. January the 15th at 10 o'clock, the quilters meet to work on new quilt projects and restoring heirloom quilts. If you enjoy quilting or want to learn how to quilt,
Please join the quilters every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. January the 15th at 2 o'clock is the AARP meeting that is open to all seniors. Will Castor, family counselor from Murfreesboro Funeral Home, will present Think of Me When. Mr. Castor will talk about laws and benefits for pre-planning funerals. January 16 at 11:30 is Ask the Doctor. Doctors Raymond and Megan Giles are podiatrists who treat foot and ankle issues. They will be discussing plantar fasciitis, heel pain, how to treat ingrown toenail, warts, fungal nail, and they specialize in foot care for diabetic patients. Registration is required. A light lunch will be provided. January 17 at 11:30 is the Lunch and Learn educational series. The topic is What's Legal in a Legalistic World? That will be presented by Rose Cooper from Senior Select Services. Lunch will be provided by Senior Select Services, so registration is required to reserve your spot. January the 17th at 5:30 is Potato Bar and Game Night with the Murfreesboro Parks and Rec Department. This is a fun night of open games. Your admission is an item that will be a topper for the baked potatoes such as sour cream, bacon bits, green onions, chili, butter, and others, or a salad or side dish to go along with the baked potato. January the 21st is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The Senior Center will be closed Monday the 21st and will reopen on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. January the 24th at 1 o'clock is the Music Jam session for musicians that enjoy playing instruments together. You are welcome to bring your instrument and join in, or bring a friend and listen to some good music. January the 24th at 1 o'clock is Diabetes and Me with guest speaker Mitzi Lane Watkins, who will speak on how to balance fats and sodium in your diet. You don't have to be diabetic to enjoy this health information class. January the 26th at 1 o'clock is the Daytime Dance with David Heimbach. Bring a friend and come enjoy the music and dance to familiar tunes.
We'd love for you to come and be a part of what's going on at St. Clair Street Senior Center. If you'd like to join us and sign up for classes, trips, and events, we're located at 325 St. Clair Street. And for more information, you can call us at 848-2550 or visit us on the web at www.murfreesborotn.gov. Come and join us.
In order to honor friends of the City of Murfreesboro on Facebook, we present City TV's Facebook Friend of the Week. This week, it's Chip Walters. You too can be our Facebook Friend of the Week by liking us after you type in City of Murfreesboro on the Facebook website, or you can click on the Facebook link on the city's website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. As always, our goal here at Murfreesboro City TV is to provide you with local city information 24 hours a day. So if you want to find out what's happening right here in your town, pick up a copy of our program schedule at the Comcast Murfreesboro office, the Linebaugh Public Library, St. Clair Street Senior Center, or the city's website at murfreesborotn.gov. If you'd like a copy via email, just send the request to citytv@murfreesborotn.gov. Remember, on the city's website, you have city programs and meetings right at your fingertips. And the City TV channel is streaming live 24 hours a day at www.murfreesborotn.gov. In addition, please visit our YouTube page as we offer a wide variety of programming just for you. Before we leave you, here is some of the fun that went on at this year's Polar Bear Plunge at the Sportscom Borough Beach Pool. Until next time, I'm your host, Fadia Patterson. We'll see you soon in the city.
Down now. gotcha. It wakes you up.